I'm Sarah,
I'm Kim.
and we're glad you're joining us today to talk about our stitching and other stuff. It's been a little chaotic over here because all three of my girls have something to share today. So they're all hovering and noisy and climbing around my chair. Anyways, now we're ready to start. If you're new joining us, we are a channel about our cross stitch and all our other crafty things, knitting, life, and we're a mother and daughter and three daughters. My daughters are in it today too, channel. So I'm Sarah and I'm in Washington State.
And I'm Kim, and I am in Indiana.
And we've been floss tubing since, has it been 4 years?
2020.
I think
Yeah.
this is number 150 now.
I think our 4-year anniversary, right? 20, no, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 4-year anniversary will be in May. We started in May.
Yeah.
4
Wow.
years.
Crazy. So we've done 150 floss tubes in 4 years. Wow. 4 years. Where did the time go?
I don't know.
Crazy. We
I don't,
stitched a lot in those years.
we did. I don't really know where last year went, especially. I think that's part of my problem.
Yeah, I think that's why we only have 150. I think last year was just so crazy that
Yeah, we kind of had
we
some
had a hard
rough
time
weeks.
pretty
Yeah.
much from August to December getting.
Plus, we've cut back to every other week.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, due to life
It's a lot easier to
circumstances.
manage for me at least because the older my
Yeah.
girls get, the busier I just feel like life is.
You're just kind of hanging on for the ride at this
Kind of
age.
am. I kind of am. I feel happy if the house is a little bit tidy and we all have
Ah,
food and we've all gotten to and from the places we have to go.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Those
we,
years, I remember living in my van.
yes, I do. I feel like pretty much I
Mhm.
either live at our ballet studio or I live in the car. That's basically, or the
Oh,
coffee shop waiting for
I
ballet.
did get a lot of reading done before I started knitting. Then I started knitting in the car. But by
I
then I
schedule
only
a
had,
lot of time with friends too now. Like,
yeah.
oh, I'm just in town. Why don't you come have coffee with me? And so,
Yeah, I was like at soccer practices,
well, yeah,
except
you weren't like somewhere you could just drop the kids necessarily.
no, no, I usually hung out. I maybe would go to the store, but yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I was really doing a lot, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So I do errands and things, but for the most part, but I do a lot of stitching actually in
Mm-hmm.
random. I have a finish. I'm going to show it because it's
You
here.
gotta finish, and it's gorgeous.
Finished
Oh,
my February
oh,
Time for All Seasons by Cottage Garden Sampling.
I
And
love those roses on the
I do
bottom.
too.
Wow.
And my so at the beginning of February, I had this dove done all the way
Hmm.
except her leg, and the heart was outlined. Everything else
Hmm.
I did this month.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I pushed through pretty hard.
So Sarah's doing all 12 of these, and she started all of them last year
Yeah.
because there's one a month. And she finished turkey. Well, she finished the turkey one last year because
Started
she'd
the
started
turkey
that. Yeah.
before that.
So
I
this
started
is your first finish
my
from the
first
ones
one.
you started last year.
I was very close in January to finishing the January one, but not close enough. So I
Yeah.
just put it away and pulled this one out and got it done. I think I did finish it on the 27th actually. And then
Hmm.
I had a couple of other things that I was working on the last couple days of February. But my plan is probably to just put them on sticky board and pop them in and out of a frame like I do with some of my other.
Yeah.
I don't have any monthly ones though. I only
Just
have
have your Alicia
seasonal.
Paulson's.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So my goal
Seasonal
is
one.
to try and get as close to fully, or I mean, like completing the stitching on all 12
Mhm.
this year.
Yeah.
But I might have a few more that carry over into 2025 if I can't quite get to it. But I'm on a roll so far. I'm on track.
We didn't finish January.
But because I don't have one to stitch on in
Oh,
November, I
yeah.
figured any that I can get as close as possible. And there's a few others that I got a lot further on. Like this one I
Yeah.
didn't get as far as I would have liked to last year. And March too, I'm starting off with a lot to still do.
Yeah. I
But
feel like you were waiting for fabric or something
there was a
last year.
couple months where I
Yeah.
ordered my fabric kind of late, and so it just
Hmm.
didn't come in time to make as much progress on the start.
Yeah. You'll
So
get them.
I'll
You'll
get
get
them, and if
them.
I carry over into 2025, that's okay. They'll just be wrap up at
Yeah.
that point, like finishing borders and
Yeah.
stuff. But I think the main motifs will get done.
Yeah, I really like that one. It's a
I
cute
do
one.
too. Yeah, I do. I love all of them, but I think the heart is just so cute
Pretty.
with the different
You know, this isn't the
patterns
series.
together, and it's such a pretty color.
This isn't the series that Gail's doing. Gail and
So
Mimi's
they're doing the
fourth
forest.
one.
What's that one called? Yeah, I was just looking up. What is it called? Well, I'm not going to look it up. But
It's
yeah,
okay.
it's
Yeah,
another one
there's
with cottage garden sampling. It's the next year after this one. I think they did something about a year in the woods, maybe. That might be it.
yes,
A
I
year in
think
the
that's
woods.
it. What's yours called? Just a
Time
year?
for all seasons.
Time for all seasons. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think theirs is a year in the woods.
I just can't stop looking at it. I just love
I
it.
know.
So pretty. I changed out the colors a little bit in the green. Why did I do that? Maybe I just didn't have one of the
What's
colors.
that? Is that going to be an 8x10?
I think so.
Yeah, I won't. It's too big for
It's too big
5x7.
for a 5x7, too small to be 11x14. So yeah, I'll put them in an 8x10 frame.
Are you doing them all in the same count?
Yeah, I am doing them all in the same count, but they are all on, well, many of them are on different colors.
Yeah, but they're the same count. So it'd be the same size.
I'm doing them all on, I think 28 count.
Yeah.
28. That seems right.
Cool.
32? Maybe they're 32. Now I cannot remember. I might have it on I started the February one. Sometimes I keep the sticker from the fabric, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, let's see. 30. These are on 32 count.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well done. Well done.
proud of myself. Oh, I have a little knitting finish too. I'll show that too. I just you had given me a bunch of that cotton, the peaches and cream. So I just pulled out a washcloth. I just needed something. There's something on it. Oh, yeah, a little dead leaf or something. I just needed something quick and easy to be working on. So this is an Irish moss stitch, which means you knit two, purl two, knit, like the pattern ends up looking like two purls, two knits, two purls vertically, and then a knit, knit, purl, purl. Oh, hang on. I have to do my Be Real. Do you know what Be Real is?
No.
Well, it won't load. Hey, you're going to be in my Be Real.
What?
Can I?
What is this?
Wait, I'm not in it. I want to be.
Nope, you're not in it. Okay, so Be Real is an app that you just post one photo a day, and it's just with your friend. Like, it's not as like big of a platform as like Instagram. So some of my friend Susie, and I don't have very many. Oh, Ashley's on it though, but she doesn't every day. But it'll prompt you one time a day and everybody, I think, maybe gets the prompt at the same time, but it's at a different time during the day. Like sometimes it's in the morning and you're supposed to stop what you're doing and take a picture of what you're really actually doing in life right then. So it's like not this perfectly curated little picture. It's just, if you're driving, you just snap a picture. Some people will just snap a picture out the window, but it does a forward and a selfie. So you're in it. And anyway, so you're in my Be Real today, but only a few people will see it.
Real. I want to do Be Real. I don't have any friends that do Be Real though.
Mom.
I'll just do Be Real with you.
Do whatever I'm doing that day.
I'll do it, Ashley.
Every once in a while she does one, I think.
Does she?
I think. Yeah. She's done one every once in a while, but she doesn't do one every day. So it's kind of fun.
Is this just a free app?
Yeah, it's just an app. It's like Instagram or whatever, but
okay, people, if you want to be my friend on Be Real, let me know.
Yeah, I guess you can find me on Be Real, or you can let me know. Maybe leave a comment and I'll figure out how to. I don't know actually even how you add friends.
How did you get friends?
I guess I think when I searched for my friend, it does connect to your contact. So like my phone contact will, if people are doing Be Real, it'll find them.
Oh, I wonder if some of my people are doing it and I just don't know.
Maybe you might have friends who are doing Be Real every day. I have no idea if this is like a Gen Z thing or what.
I have to show a grandma thing. This is my grandma thing. This is
Rosie. No.
This is our baby Junie. She looks so big there. Oops.
I know.
Wait, is that
she
yeah,
was our preemie baby that was barely 2.5 pounds, and there she is at a hockey game. But I just have to share because when she was born, it was very traumatic. If you were following us back then, you know it was a very traumatic time. And now she's 3 and jibber, and
Yep.
she is something. Anyway,
Yeah, and she really looks like a little miniature Rosie, like
Yes.
even in that all the pictures, all the time.
there was something about this one though that Dad and I thought she looked like Penny too.
Yeah, I
It was a
can
little
see
bit,
that.
not her eyes. Yeah, it's funny. Cousin lookalikes are really odd.
Jeans are such an interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I just have to be a proud Mimi because she sent that to the family the other day, and I was like, "What? Who is?" Usually she has her hair up and
It's
stuff,
gonna
and
be
she looks
in a couple of weeks. I know. Yeah,
nice.
send a gift. Yeah.
Anyway,
Hmm.
okay,
All right, Liddy. She's antsy because she just wants to get out.
okay. Oh, you got your danglies on.
Yeah.
I like those. Ooh.
Tassel.
This is Liddy. She's my
Just a second.
oldest child. She's 14.
Sitting on something weird.
She's going to be in
Sarah has entered a new stage of her life too that maybe we haven't talked about since last time. She's got 2 embraces now.
Oh yeah, Rosie.
2 embraces.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Liddy had hers last time, but she didn't get on the camera.
Yeah, right.
Rosie
Liddy had
didn't.
her braces for
Almost
longer than that.
6.
about a month now, hasn't it? Been almost a month.
It was January 30
Yeah,
when I
probably
got
about a
them.
month.
Yeah.
January 30th. Okay, it's been a month then.
And now baby Rosie
Did
Rosie has them too.
earlier than we had heard.
Gosh.
You can sit on this.
I know, but then my
Okay, squirrely whirly. What do you got to show? Cute top. Cute top too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back to your tiny modernist cow. Oh.
Strawberry cow.
Out, and she's working hard
Mm-hmm.
on this.
Oh wow.
Okay.
The butt. Cow booty.
Nice stitches though. Your stitches look good.
Cow booty.
Good stitches. It's time to start getting that ready for the fair.
The fair's in September.
Well, Liddy.
I got this for her. This is a present.
What?
I'm sorry I didn't get you one, but I think you guys are doing fine with that one. I thought you might want this. I got this for her
where
at
is
Hobby
it?
Lobby today. It's a magnet board.
Oh, I love
I
that.
think you might really like having a magnet board.
I always use a magnet board, Liddy.
Where's your pattern?
My
I'll show
pattern?
you. Do you have oh, it's right here on my lap.
No, wait.
Okay, well, let's just pretend this is your paper pattern. She
Uh-huh.
printed a copy of this so she could mark it with the highlighter. But
Uh-huh.
let's say this was it. You would just put it on here. It'll be easier with your thinner paper, actually, and you could do it this way. Well, this tracks, like if you're stitching a row, this helps you visually see where you're at. So that here, I'll just flash it, so you can see where you're supposed to.
I just use that. I just
I
move
think
my
there's
magnet down as I'm stitching.
Sometime soon. What?
Yeah.
You can go next, just a minute. But I just feel like for you in particular, visually, that will help you. Because you make mistakes and get really discouraged, but I think it's because you just lose where you were. I think highlighting, she's been highlighting where she is, and that has helped you a lot. I don't think you've made mistakes since you started.
But I love my magnet board. I just
today. So a little special present.
I've always stitched with a magnet board, and I can't hardly do it without it.
I have been using them for my seasons. The one I just showed, the finished one, because some of those patterns are geometric and it's a little hard to stitch. So I've been using my magnet board more for that again.
Yeah.
Okay, but Millie has a finish.
That's right.
This is here, I'll hold it to you.
Sunflower Girl from Stitchy Princess Black.
There's clouds right here.
Yes, you can see here. I'll tilt it a little so you can see the clouds. There's white clouds, white moths or butterflies, whatever. I guess butterflies probably.
Good job, Millie.
So cute. She didn't do the little cheeks. She's supposed to have a little pink line for cheeks, but it ended up just kept looking weird. So everything else I think is as
very nicely done.
I did her skin a different color.
Oh, that's right. We did
the yellow that's on the sun.
Okay, so that her skin was going to be this yellow color, and we thought,
oh no, that's not good.
So I think we used like 948 or 950. Those peachy skin colors rather than yellow. Okay, what else have you been working on?
Yes.
Mushroom Town.
You, another tiny modernist.
Mushroom forest.
Do you want to take the hoop off or no?
Yes.
Yeah, you should because it's really pretty.
Do you have a shawl on?
Yeah, Rosie picked out this outfit for me because we were doing
Oh, okay.
we're fancying ourselves up.
Fancy.
Fancying yourselves up for Flosstube.
They were doing manicures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup.
And
I
I even
fancied that too. I
makeup.
put a necklace on.
Yeah.
I didn't. I took a shower because I went to ballet class this morning and
They're
came home
wearing my
sweaty.
Yeah,
Okay, you got it? Oh,
Wow. Oh, wow. I feel like you did a lot in the last 2 weeks.
she did do a lot.
Yeah.
Look how pretty that is.
That is so pretty,
My
Millie.
haul.
Huh?
I got this at Joanne Fabrics. Little decoration. It matches.
Oh, it matches. How much more? So how much more do you have to go?
A couple like I don't know.
You have the picture?
Yes, I do. Just like
Oh, so just up there.
these three
Pull
little
that up
like
there.
leaves.
Oh, so you've done the hardest grassy stuff already.
Yes.
I think.
Oh, it's
And
just
then
leaves.
and then backstitching, which I like backstitching. So.
Oh, good job, Millie. That is really pretty.
So cute.
Yeah,
Love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, you trade places with me.
And the green really looks pretty on that fabric.
It really looks nice on that blue. That was a good choice.
Yeah.
I think it looks better than the model stitched.
Mhm.
At least the colors.
Did you change colors?
You're welcome. For your first linen project, you're doing a pretty great job.
Mhm. That's right. That was her first linen.
Howdy.
Okay, what's
Over to you.
sorry.
Knitting.
I'm doing the same
You want to come in a little more? You want me to move the thing?
pattern as mom's.
Are you?
Basically.
No, kind of. Well, she's doing, yeah, another.
doing-
Oh, for the washcloth?
She's doing yeah, like a modified moss
Uh-huh.
for another little washcloth.
Pretty.
This pretty blue, huh?
Pretty, pretty.
Yeah, just like that. Exactly.
Exactly.
Lily's been setting up her magnet board while we.
Oh yeah. I never even thought about that. I didn't know that was what are you doing?
I just found that on the floor.
No, it's mine.
It's mine.
Okay, this is story time with Sarah. When Liddy was like 2 or 3, I got her a coat at Costco, and it was one of those ones that's filled with this downy fabric, down, and it came with a little tag to show what's inside the coat for some reason. And Liddy, this is like, she loved this thing, and it would get lost. It was like, I don't even know if we ever talked about this. And
No.
finally, like, I was like, I think we can just throw
Dad
this
said
away.
that.
Oh, Dad was, Jesse was like, we need to it's time to just throw this away. This is just like a piece of trash, right? And she's like, no.
Is it the cute little red puffy coat she had?
I feel like in my brain it was blue, but it could have
mine
been
too. I remember it was blue.
It was a
Oh,
blue. So
okay.
then I kept this all these years on my nightstand.
I actually had it
One
for
day, I think she just left it somewhere, and I just was like, well, I'm just gonna keep this as a little keepsake from this time that she was like
Oh.
her special thing.
And now she wants it back?
And then she just found it. It was on the floor.
It had magical snow powers because of the snowflake on it. And it
So
had
do you
like magical snow inside it.
did you even remember this thing until Mama told you this?
Uh-huh.
I
had
picked it up and I was like, hey, this thing.
So my nightstand, my little pin box, I have a little tin that I keep pins and bookmarks and things in. It fell the other day, so I think it fell out of there, and I didn't see it, and it was on the floor. And Millie just picked it up, and Liddy goes and handed it to me, and she goes, "Hey, that's mine."
It's been gone for 10 years.
10 years. Lily's
Well,
probably
I thought it was in my drawer somewhere downstairs with like all my little weird.
I didn't think you would still care about it, so that's why
Well,
I just
I don't
kept
know,
it
it's just,
because
like,
I care
reflexive.
because it's so funny.
It's just like reflex.
I feel like there was a few tantrums around this thing, like probably when
Uh-huh.
Dad said it was time to like.
He like threw
Probably.
it in a big garbage bag, like when we were cleaning out our house,
And
and
I
I was
think
like
I
digging
saved
through it.
I think she saved it.
It's their security tag. You know what I still have, Liddy? So when you guys moved to Yakima, Uncle Sam and Poppy and I went with your parents and you guys to help unload the truck and everything. And you were what, like two, like
just two, just almost two.
Almost two, yeah. She had her second birthday then.
Next week, yeah.
And at one point, I think you and I went out. You had your little sweater on, and we went for a little walk around.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
We went for a walk around the yard to look at the because the people that lived there before had left like weird yard art stuff in the yard, and there was gravel along that, like rocks along the fence line there. And you looked down and you picked up a rock and you said, "Here, Mimi, this is for you." And I still have that rock. In my bathroom in my jewelry box.
Mimi.
It was like the first time you'd ever given me anything.
A rock. Sounds about right. The amount of rocks people give around. Not as much anymore, but we just have so many rocks in the house all the time.
They're all in the box now.
Now, yeah, I think I finally was like, you can only keep rocks that are polished and or in a jar.
And they fit in something. No. Well, now your magical snowflake has been.
Are you really going to keep that, or can I just hang on to that so it doesn't get lost? So that someday when you're getting married, I can pass it to you as your first Christmas ornament for your tree.
I mean, it's like perfect. It's got a snowflake and a little like.
It's cute.
And
I'm
it's
a little
squishy.
Just a little baffled as to why a 2-year-old would want it, but
oh well, she's a weirdo.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Anyway, well, thanks girls for sharing. And
I love your projects, girls.
I wonder if you can tell what favorite.
oh, I was going to
what
tell
my
you guys
favorite
there was a
color
couple
is.
comments I was going to read to you since we're
Say that. You're like, oh,
here. Let's see.
oh,
Norma Jean says, "Congrats on your cute finishes. Great job, Rosie. Your doll is going to look so pretty." We're featuring Norma Jean's pictures of her stitching today. Great job, Millie. Hedgehog is so cute. Hope everyone is feeling better soon. And then let's see. Were there any others to you? Okay, Teresa said, "Hi, ladies. So nice catching up with the both of you. Love seeing the girls' projects. They look amazing. The outfit for the doll is so adorable. I just finished Rainbow Dragon. I got your email, Teresa. That Rainbow Dragon is really cute. And I started a second one. Have a wonderful week and happy stitching." I think those were all the ones that were kind of more.
Girls are more popular than we are.
I know. I don't blame them. So thanks for joining. Bye. You can take your knitting and stitching down though. Don't leave it up here.
Bye.
Because then I'll
Love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Well, speaking of our friends and our commenters, we do love to feature friends. And this week we got a couple emails come through. So we're just going to show them in the order each week that we got them. And the first person that sent us one is Norma Jean. So Norma Jean sent us 2 projects, and I'm going to put the pictures right here. Her email because it's cute. I have 2 finishes so far this year. My goal is 24 finishes in 24. My WIPGO board is all about finishes this year. My reward to myself is $10 for each finish. The February from the Cricut collection is on 18 count Ada baby pink, and she used the DMCs, but she did change the color of the heart in the A to purple since the pink wasn't showing up on her fabric.
Yeah.
She had finished January last year. In fact, I'm thinking we showed that.
We did. Somebody sent us
a couple. Yeah. And then the second one she sent is Postcard from Paris. and it's from the July-August issue of this is in French, so forgive me. De Filles en Aiguille. Aiguille? I don't know how to say that last word, and I don't know what that means, but it must be a magazine. And it's on 28 count mushroom Lugana. She used DMC and she used Classic Colorworks Priscilla's Peppermint, since her niece's favorite color is pink. I think that's probably the dots around the like stamp. She said that was her New Year's Eve start. This is for her niece's sweet 16 birthday. Her dream is to go to Paris one day, and maybe seeing the picture every day on her wall will remind her of what she needs to do and stay on track. Both of these are on my WIPGO board. The numbers hadn't been called for those two, so I'm ahead of the game for those, and on my year of WIPs. I enjoy watching every time you post a video. Thank you.
Thank you. And I love that Paris piece. That's so cute.
It's cute, and I love that pink color that you used.
I can't imagine having an aunt that would cross stitch something for me.
I know. Ooh, I gotta be that aunt. Maybe I need to be that fun auntie.
I know. I'm not even that good of a fun grandma.
I'm not even that good of a fun mom, so.
No, you know.
I knit for them, but I don't
You knit a lot for them, yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for sending those. And
Love
if
them.
you're new watching, we love to do this because it shares what other people are working on. We get ideas of what we like to stitch. We expand our own thoughts. Oh, my tea kettle is whistling. Somebody must be making tea. And it's just fun. So thank you. And if you want to send us an email at stitchandstuffxs@gmail.com with a picture of a finish or a current WIP, we love to share them. And like I said, we just do it in the order that we get them once a video. So
yeah,
people now that came through this week. So we'll be sharing those over the next few weeks.
Yeah, really fun. And like, I've never seen those postcards before.
I know. That's really cute. I don't even know Le Fille en Aguille. It's Augille. So Aguille?
Aguille.
Aguille?
I don't know. I don't know French
I
at
know
all.
all the French.
I can't even do a French accent, so don't ask me.
I mean, I can try. I just don't do it very successfully.
Well,
Whatever you want to alternate, like.
Yeah.
I really like doing that. I think that's kind of fun.
Sarah and I are deep into, well, Year of Whips and
the road trip.
And Whip Warriors and Road Trip, yeah. So I actually am getting a lot of stitching done on stuff that, well, I've had 3 finishes this year already, which is like
that is
impressive.
Which is also
well, actually, maybe I've just had 2 this year, but then I had finished one right before, I think, the new year. Anyway.
I also have had a lot of new starts this year, which is sort of
my new starts down. Well, some of them were, one of them's I bought you for Christmas, but
I know.
I've had a couple small new starts, but anyway, but I am really liking it, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, this is a new start. There actually might be 2 new starts in here.
Put it down, huh?
There's 2 new starts. I don't think I showed. So I had finished. Emily has a whole bunch of cute little patterns, and she has these. Find the picture. Seasonal ones, and I finished summer not too long ago, and I have winter done, and I have started autumn, but I had never started spring, so I started spring, and I'm just doing it on a little piece of Stormy.
Oh,
there's how far I've gotten.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's easy. It's an easy one. I could get it done this spring.
Oh, I bet.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Right now. I I worked a lot on that February piece.
Yeah.
Then yesterday, because today I think is March 2nd, right? Yesterday I did pull out the March one. So I was able to get a little bit done. Well, probably like 200 stitches.
That basket is no joke.
I know that's going to be okay. Sorry, what is this connected to?
Actually, they're all just a lot of stitching on those puppies.
They're not really like a light project, which is why I knew I could not do it in the day.
That's pretty though.
I've done a lot of this last night. I did a lot here, but this was where it mostly was at the beginning. I mean, at the end of last March.
I like him.
I know, but that basket will be a lot. But also, it might go really fast because it's just like
Yeah.
it'll just be a lot of stitching. I have another month on the bottom. This one is obviously a very small start. I really didn't get a lot done in May last year.
Oh, is that your May one on the other same fabric?
May, yeah. So that'll be getting a lot of love this month because I would like to get it as close. But look at all well, how much of that background have I done? Most of it, I guess, but I still have all this, like.
Yeah, you still have another side of him, don't you?
All these focus as well. I have a lot to do. But we'll see how far I can get on it this month. Personally,
Might get farther than you think.
I might. Maybe I'll finish it.
My other new start, I don't think I'd started this before I think I did it after we recorded. Was another Emily Call. Did I show this one last time?
No, I don't think you did.
Joy to the World. I had bought this before Christmas, but I didn't have any black Ada. Then I was gonna dye some, and I didn't. I ended up just buying the called for, and that's my start. Kind of washed out, but it's basically I started right here in the middle. But I love this little nativity.
That is pretty.
And I forget why I started it. I needed it for something. I needed it for one of my prompts, maybe, or I don't remember why I started it. Maybe I just wanted to.
I feel like there was a reason, but now I can't remember what it was.
I did it for my categories because I've been playing the category game on the with Warriors, which I really love.
Yeah, I bet it was that. You probably needed it for a letter that you could get.
I might have, yeah. Anyway, it was a good excuse to start it. Okay.
I worked on the Little Women part of the bookshelf. I realized I need to go back and do the waves because I'm going to do the waves still, even though I changed it to Jane Eyre. But here are my little girls.
They're so close.
I think that's probably Meg. Let's see. It's probably Meg and Eve down there.
Yeah, cute.
I know, I am really close. This is one of my 24, my year of whips.
Yeah.
And I definitely think I can finish this.
Get that done easy.
Yeah. I just need to focus on getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping I can finish that this month. It would be really cute in our schoolroom where all my like classic books are.
It would. Okay. One of my other ones that I've started. Well, I started a while ago, but I've worked a lot on this year. Is the Flowers and Bees
Wow, you've done a lot.
So I finished the square and started that one.
Wow. And
you can't tell, but I'm using that flower as, I haven't finished it yet, but as a cone flower. And another name for cone flowers is echinacea. And this category's letter is E. So I needed something, a flower that started with an E. So
echinacea, yeah.
But then I had also finished that.
Looks like in my garden.
Bees keep, there it is. Anyway, I like working on this a lot. It's on an even weave too, so it's easy to work on, and the borders are kind of fun. The borders are great for like because they're little, so they're easy to match up, and they're great for TV stitching because you just kind of checkerboarding them. Yeah, but this one, it'll still get. This is on my finish this year.
Yeah,
that one is
a cute one. This one is mine as well. My to finish.
Oh yes.
Really, I think I only did like 50 stitches on this because it was like one of those. I just needed 50. I finished out this tree, except for it'll have beads added to it later, and I started.
Lots and lots of beads.
Lots and lots of beads at some point. So that wasn't really a very exciting show. I need to do more on that for sure.
I was gonna look for my green one. There it is.
I feel like I should just like pick like a date. Like I'm gonna have this done by the end of August, and then make that a goal so that I actually.
I had started this last year. Seasons of the Trees. Rosewood Manor. And it's old. It's from 2008. But oh, I love it. I'm doing it on like 32 count, so it's kind of small. I love this piece. So it gets a lot of work. So I think I finished that tree. I think I finished, let's see. This was a page finish this last week. And now this is the bottom half. And I have 2 more pages. I just have a top and a bottom after this.
So close.
Well, and then the border.
Yeah. Pretty.
But this is definitely, I'm really working hard to get this done because I really want to start And a Forest Grew by her, which is a lot of other trees.
I feel like you're just gonna be tired of stitching trees after this. No?
I might, but I do like stitching on them. I get it out and I just kind of keep working on it. And I think there's enough variety. The only trees I don't like stitching, and I think there's a lot of them on that, are these ones. Because
yeah, I don't like those ones either very much to stitch.
But they're pretty when they're done, but they're kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, they are. I worked on this. I don't have a photo of it, but it's the Valley of the
Valley. It's such an epic piece.
because I needed something with a river in it to work on for a prompt for our road trip. So I am all the way done from like here up, which is, I don't know, a third maybe of the piece. I did all these flowers. These flowers are fiddly because they're just a lot of colors.
Sarah was working on this when we started Flosstube.
Yeah, and I probably had this much done. I should go back and find a photo.
Yeah, go back and watch some of the first
episodes. So, I mean, that doesn't.
I don't think you had a lot done. I think you've done a lot in 4 years.
But I definitely could have had this all the way done if I was more monogamous. But it's not like super impressive that I have only that much done in 4 years. But that's okay.
You don't have to be monogamous. To be done.
It was sort of monogamous too when we started last year.
Yeah.
It kind of
okay. This is one that I pulled out because there was a kind of a pop-up event called the Lonely Hearts Club.
Oh yeah, I was going to do that, and then I did.
It was basically pull out a whip that you're kind of falling out of love with, but you don't want to necessarily give up on. And so I pulled out Easter Peep.
Oh, I love Easter Peep.
And I love this pattern, but I think what happened was I've restarted it like 4 times. I started it. I hand dyed some fabric that these flowers looked horrible on. And then I started it over on a different fabric, still didn't like those colors. Then I saw that Shepherd's Bush does some conversions and somebody showed it. And so I bought the conversion and I started it over, but it's more pastel. So I finished his body. I did probably all of that and some of that this month.
So cute.
And you can see on the other corner, this is one of my other
attempts.
I just didn't like that color when I worked on it. I don't mind it when I look at the picture.
Yeah.
But I just didn't, I don't know. I just never liked it. And so I think because I started it over and then I don't know. And I don't like spring all that much. So spring stitching isn't really my jam.
Yeah, that's true.
But I really like him and I really want to get him done. So that was kind of fun to kind of get motivated to work on him. I did another piece. What did I do for my other? I did 2 Lonely Hearts. Did I pick the other one up? I have to look at my phone and see what else I did. I did 2. What must be another one? Ones that I still like, but just don't really work on.
On your phone very much.
Let me see if I can find it really quick. What was it? The Warriors. My other one was, I'll show it in a minute.
Okay. I picked up this one. Did I show this last time?
No, that was one of mine, wasn't it?
You passed it to me. You had started it, and then I think you fell out of love.
And I loved it. It's so cute, but I don't know why I never wanted to work on it.
So I finished her.
Oh, cute.
And I think I did. That's maybe the main thing I did. This is such a cute pattern. It's called Miss Millie Snow, and it's by Teresa Miller.
It
And
is
I
cute.
really like it better in person than I like the photo. I like it better than in the photo.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's cute.
such a cute one. And really there's not that much to go on it. I
I
didn't
might have
like,
you send, I
but I
might
did,
have you send that back to me when you're done. I
you know
might
what
have.
I did? I didn't like the yeah, I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'll just send it back when it's done stitching and she can finish it for herself.
No, you can keep it. Just send me the pattern back.
I'll send you the pattern. I'll just send you the finished thing. I did not like the color that they had called for her face. It was, and you had started it, and I'm wondering if that's why you fell out of love with it because it was
Oh,
very
yes.
gray. Oh yeah, they were using
Yeah.
Confederate gray on her face.
Yes. I think I was going to change it or something because I did not like it.
This was the color of the snow.
Which isn't in the picture.
Eh. It looked, yeah. Well, but when you zoom, they've got a zoomed in picture, and that definitely is that
Yeah, I
Confederate
guess
gray.
she's dirty
So
snow.
maybe it's just trying to make it look really primitive. I don't know, but yeah, I was just like, no.
No.
So I pulled it out and I ended up using, did I use chalk?
Yeah.
I think I used chalk. So it's a much brighter white and I was very much happier.
Some of them need to be white. They just need to be white
Yeah,
to me
it
because
seems
otherwise they just look dirty.
gray, especially against her gray and blue.
Yeah.
That blue has a lot of gray tone in it. So I wanted
Mhm.
it to be bright white and I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like your
I
conversion.
haven't decided what to do with the sheep because I think he might be the same gray.
Mhm.
And that
Probably.
might be okay, like a little bit of a gray.
Yeah, sheep can be gray,
I
right?
might keep him the Confederate
Yeah.
brown. But I really like that piece. I only worked on it like maybe a day or two, but I thought it was
Uh-huh. It's a cute one. You could get that done so fast.
yeah.
So my other Lonely Hearts
Oh, you
is
think
one that I want to get done this year. It's about time I get it done. I think I started it in 2018.
oh, babushka, I love this one. I want this
Oh,
pattern done, even though I don't know if I really want to stitch it.
well, okay, if you know me, you know I
You can
really
finish
don't
it and
like
send me the
houses.
finish, and I'll
Huh?
send you Millie Snow, and you can send me
Oh,
your.
I don't think that's a fair trade.
I
But
don't.
that house and this pumpkin is like a lot.
That is a lot of stitching.
It is a lot. But I was very diligent and I did get a lot done on this. I did
Oh
all of
wow,
that and all of that on that pumpkin.
that is
So I'm
so.
just about to the stem and then the other half of the pumpkin.
I love this one. That
I'm
is
kind of
so
staggering it around, trying to get the orange to
cool.
not be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I do like her. It's just, I just look at that pumpkin and I'm like, I'm going to be in pumpkin land forever. The house actually,
One thread a day. One thread a day.
one for a day, the house really
5
isn't.
minutes a day, whatever. You should make her your 25/7. I don't
I
have
haven't,
5/7. I should do that.
it's not focusing very well, but there
Oh,
she
it's
goes.
so cute,
The
though.
house really isn't that bad. Do
No,
you
the
think
house would go.
I was calling that a pitchfork?
I would think broom, but
I need a pitchfork so I can get half stitches off.
oh yes, that definitely looks like a pitchfork. Is that
It's part of
for
our
the warriors?
whip warrior. It's part of
Does it
the
have a pitchfork
huh?
or categories?
No, it's part of our journey. It's down farther. Yeah,
Oh,
I looked ahead at what all the prompts were.
I
But
wonder if my Amish piece has a pitchfork. My
you might.
is
I
it
don't, I'm not,
pitchfork?
I'm bombing out because one of the pieces that you could get a discount needs to have sand. I don't have anything with sand or a chair or a couch. You could bring out your little Amish girls or your not Amish girls, but your little Barbara.
My Lonely Hearts one that I don't really want to stitch anymore.
I also don't have one that had a river in it, but I do have one that has a thumb.
Yeah, I haven't read all of this is the Great Australia
Road trip
challenge for the year or two. Is it 2 years? I don't know.
2 years for this
travel through Australia, and there's different shops you're visiting or different places you're going in Australia.
Yeah.
And so they pick something like this place is named this because it's the point where a bunch of rivers meet or something. So if you have a river in your project, you can take half of the stitch requirement off or whatever.
Yeah, because
if you don't, then you just stitch them and
right. It's not that big of a deal, but I kind of don't like always. I feel like a loser that none of my pieces.
It's fun. It's a fun challenge if you can make it work.
Yeah,
but you end up putting more stitches in if you don't.
Right. I mean,
It's a win both ways, right?
I know it is.
But a pitchfork. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah. Look ahead.
I know. I have thought I need to probably scan down. I just haven't had a chance. I worked on my Claire's garden from
Oh, pretty.
a little bit. Well, quite a bit actually. Last time I showed, I just had some of the green border done, so I've gotten a bunch of
Pretty. Yeah.
melon colors.
It's going to be a big project.
It's really kind of meditative to stitch on because you just keep,
Mhm.
you know, popping
Yeah.
on with it. Sorry.
Yeah.
It is going to be
Some
big.
pieces are just that way.
I have one more. Oh no, that was my last.
What's your last one? Oh, I have a couple more in here. Let's see. This one I've just worked on for the sake of working on it. And it was my, what's the deal here? It's my seasonal piece. That'll be a couple of years in the making. It's Jardin Privé. And I've been working on the winter. And I have, I think
Wow,
I'm on this. No, I've been working over here.
got a lot done.
And now that it's meteorological spring, since I got my good border, so I'm doing these all on one big piece, all 4 seasons. So I can start spring right there.
Edge, so now you'll be ready. To
And spring is done in green. And this is spring. So this will be started this month.
Oh man, that's really, I love
That's
those.
pretty.
I love those designs. I love Jardin Privé.
I do too. I really, and they're not hard. This is not a hard piece.
No.
The only thing that's hard is that I'm doing it on a very small count. So it's my choice.
Yeah.
That's made it a little more challenging, but it's not that bad. Whoops, what did I just do? Business card or something. Okay. So yeah, I was hoping to get a little farther along on this, but
That's okay.
I've worked on so many other. Ow. Does not pay to push in your needle on the wrong end of the pointy end. Okay, just a second. I don't want to bend over, so I'm just going to put that there. Okay. Okay, you're done?
Yes.
I think I already showed this last time. Did I show things this spring? I think I did. Did I?
I did show it last time.
Yeah, I don't think I worked on that. I need to be better about writing down. Did I show my Thanksgiving fairy
Yes.
for garland?
I think so.
That I finished her garland and I started her dress?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what point you were at last time.
Oh, I don't remember, but
You did show her last time, but she's so pretty.
Okay.
They're showing her every time.
She's on my list to get done this year.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
And then I think I just have one more. 2 more. This one I worked on. Oh, I needed something that I could make work for the first categories. It's a dimensions kit plus Cardinals Dazzle Me.
Yeah.
And I do love this piece. I just saw somebody post this last month on it. And they didn't even do like all the back stitching and it was still just stunning. So I basically have this, I have the female done to like here. And I've started a little bit in here. And I'm starting here. But you know, all of this is half stitches, but it's 5 threads on Ada. Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, it's easy, but it's not easy. And this red doesn't look that great, but it's
easy. Mine is 3. My dimensions has a lot of half stitches with 3 strands. That is so thick.
It is thick. If I had thought,
wow.
So I've done all of this and I did some fill in there too. But
5 threads.
Yeah. But I really do love it. And I've been talking to Sarah and the girls. I have these cardinals that come, my bird feeder, and they're just gorgeous. So it kind of motivated me to bring this out because I'm not, and half stitches kind of throw me. And I feel kind of dumb saying that, but then because Carolyn Zook said the same thing. Like I think it was Carolyn said that half stitches, her brain doesn't, my brain doesn't really compute them. Like I I have a hard time with them. The last piece, this is I'm just so happy with this piece. I've been working on this. This has got to get done this year. It's my biggest goal.
Your Advent.
My Advent Sal piece, Advent calendar. If you're new, this is not a great picture. I should print a new picture out, but it is this one.
Yes.
And I have done quite a bit since I last was here. Let's see here. It's just getting big. So I finished this snow globe.
Wow.
Wait, let me, this is really getting unwieldy.
Wow.
That,
Pretty.
I'm dropping stuff right and left.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so that snow globe got all done. And now I'm working on this stocking. And
Oh.
I've done pretty much all of that in the last couple days.
That's so pretty. This is such a nice piece.
It is just, I love it. I love it. And luckily I love it. Otherwise, I won't leave my goal. So that one and the tree piece and my fairies are the ones that my bigger ones that I really want to get done this year. So
Yeah.
That was a lot of stitching for a couple of weeks.
It was a lot of stitching for a couple weeks.
I don't do anything else. I mean, I work, I make dinner, and then I stitch.
You have any?
Do a little laundry. I have a little bit of haul, not a ton. I did go out today to Hobby Lobby because I needed a couple things.
Me
for the
too.
house.
While I was in Hobby Lobby because there two ladies walked in who looked like a mother and a daughter. Walked into Hobby Lobby while I was in the checkout line. I was like, "Oh, I miss mom." We
I
used to
miss you
sometimes
too.
go to Hobby Lobby together.
I
But you
know.
go to Hobby Lobby maybe at the same time.
We might have been.
Just not the
Yeah.
same place.
Okay, so what I did at Hobby Lobby was I bought a couple of frames. So I bought this black frame for
Oh,
my spooky
nice.
piece.
I
Isn't
love
that nice?
that. That's perfect.
I love it. And then I bought this kind of funky frame
Cute.
for my dahlia piece.
That'll be cute.
Yeah,
I really should have looked at frames when I was in Hobby Lobby, but I didn't have.
they're 50% off right now.
Really? Oh, I might have to go back in. Well, they're probably
Yeah.
busy the rest of the week.
I
now.
went in looking for the big metal like lanterns and stuff that you can decorate because I wanted 2 for my bay window.
Right.
And they were 50% off.
Nice.
I got 2. But anyway, in my other haul, so I went to Persnickety Stitches right after we recorded last time. I was rushed through my trip because I had people in the car. But I bought this Rosewood Manor Santa. I've seen this Santa
Wow.
for a while. Isn't he weird?
That's quirky.
He is really weird. But look at this cute little freebie.
Oh.
And she has such cute little freebies that go along with it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm looking at this. Oh, correction for peppermint pin. Oh, so there's actually a errata in there for this little pin cushion. I haven't even really looked at this since I bought it. Takes Weeks Dye Works. Anyway, I have a pumpkin one that's kind of like this. It's a pumpkin one that I bought a couple of years ago, and I've seen this and I thought I'm buying it. I'm a December baby. I gotta have a Santa, a Rosewood Manor Santa. This was on the sale table. The other 2 things I bought were on sale. This is who does this? Country Spirits collection. Oh, Homespun Elegance. It's actually a little bag. It's sealed, so I can't take it out. It's like a little burlappy. Here, I'm gonna take it out. Like a little tiny skinny bag, and they've got a candle.
Oh,
kind of in it. What the heck?
I did a Homespun Elegance bag. Not that
I
one.
have a nativity by them that Dad had kitted up for me years ago that I should maybe once I finish my Advent sale, I'll start that. Okay, what in the heaven's name did they do? Shrink wrap this thing?
Weird.
Yeah. Okay, there. You see it better?
Oh yes, I see. Oh,
It's
that's
kind of dark. But so this is just a little pine cone they've got stuck in there.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And they stitched it on,
Joyful acorn.
what did they stitch it on? Mail your handworks fulfill our hearts. Doesn't say.
Hmm.
Man. That's weird. Oh, maybe it's on here. Anyway, I feel like it's on a little bigger print, like a bigger count, so you can make it into a little bag.
That's really cute.
And then the other thing I bought that was on the sale table was Heartland.
Why is it called Boom Boom?
I don't know.
It's funny.
There's a whole bunch of them in the bag.
Oh,
It came
that's
with buttons and everything. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of funny. You know, I love funky snowmen.
you do.
And then this I bought a while ago, and I never showed it. It was, I think I bought it off of Etsy. I did not know that Barbara Anna had done a reproduction, like a kind of a sampler, a reproduction sampler. And I don't normally like them, but I liked this one for some reason. Let me pull it out of the plastic here. Make it a mess. It's called Sadie Wood, 1901. Oh, Teddy's here. It's by I don't even know if it says how old she was. Doesn't give a lot of information. I haven't really opened it up and looked at it, but this is it. And it has the Lord is my shepherd.
Hmm.
And so that is it. I think this butterfly got me.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So someday I'll probably stitch this. I don't know when, but
Why is your face so dirty? What you been doing?
it's pretty. It calls for
Better.
oh wow. It calls for just DMC. Hers usually do. Just call. She's been designing for a lot longer than we thought she has. I think
Yeah.
she's got a lot of things out that I've never really seen. And then the other thing is that I showed this last time, I'm pretty sure in my haul, but somebody showed it. Sorry. I just don't want the pieces to get lost. Somebody showed it done on Facebook on one of my groups. And I thought, oh, I really want to start this. It's a kit. And I just got it. But then somebody else said, oh, I'm stitching it. And I have a hashtag. So if you want to join me. So if anybody's interested or has this, and Carolyn Zook actually has it. And I said, come on, Carolyn, I think we need to do a sale.
Somebody just posted this. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna somehow, maybe I'll start this on like real first day of spring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Ada.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Okay. Yeah, it's on
black.
Say what it doesn't say, but it's pretty large. So yeah, on black that'll be good. 14 count.
That'll be nice.
I can handle that on black. That's basically my haul.
I have. Did I show this pattern did I show this last time? Or did I buy this since then?
Yes, you did. Yeah. Would you get it up? Was that Emily Call?
This is an Emily pattern, and I just couldn't remember if I had showed it or not.
It is Emily. Oh yeah.
Yep, it is. Have courage.
Have you started it back when she was salt and pepper stitching?
I haven't started. Yeah, it's an older one. I haven't started it, but I couldn't remember if I had showed that. Now I have. Oh, so after we talked about hoops last time, I went to go Hobby Lobby. I needed a thread for my robin. Wow, these littler hoop. Okay, so this is the Hobby Lobby hoop. Remember, and I had the big blue one. I mean, the big purple one that looks like this. And I was seeing that it's always really loose. It doesn't have a really tight.
I told you. Yeah.
This little one is so different.
That's the purple one? That's the one I use.
It is so tight. Like, I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to get my fabric.
There are times that I put mine on and it snapped off and snapped my finger and it hurts. But it's tight.
But they had some of the big ones in the store and I tested those too to see if I just had a defective one. No, they're really loose. Like super different, like just like the one I have where I think it wouldn't hold the fabric tight, but this one will. So
yeah, I do like my purple ones.
I picked up myself another magnet board.
And
the other thing I got, other than a little piece of floss, So, okay, I did not buy this pattern. You passed this pattern along with the threads that you were going to do with it. It's,
Oh, I was going to be a stitch along.
oh, it was
Oh,
Crown
yes.
and Thistle,
Yeah.
Quaker Seasons of Friendship. And I have been wanting to kind of start this.
You know why I never could do it?
Why?
I hate that line in the middle of it.
You
Even
do.
though that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Mine is kind of indicating the seasons, I think.
Down the horizontally?
Yeah, like I think the one is summer.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like
I just never could. Did I
it's
give you?
supposed to be 4 seasons.
Uh-huh.
That's
Hold up the pattern again. I totally forgot about that.
yeah, I mean the line is really dramatic. Gosh, I hope I don't. You have to really make sure that it lines up too.
So who did that one? Is that a long dog?
This is Crown and Thistle.
Oh, okay. That I bought way long time ago. Jan Hicks was doing some kind of a stitch along with it.
Oh, well, you would pass this to me kind of when you were cleaning out to get ready to move.
Did I give you fabric for it too?
No, that's
Okay.
what. So you had bought all this thread.
Oh, the silks. Yes, that's right.
So
And it's
I was like, man, I really want to start that. So I just picked up a creamy.
Is that going to be big enough?
Yes, I think so. I did the calculator
Mhm.
and it will come out to be like the design will be like 8 3/4 inch by
Oh, okay. So small.
18 inch something if I do it over one, which I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm doing it on 28 and I'm going to do it over one.
well, that'll be pretty.
And this should be enough. It might not leave a ton of room for framing, but
Did you figure out your margin?
yeah, I think I calculated it in to be a 2 inch margin.
Yeah, just make sure you do that.
I did. Yeah. And I think it should be fine.
I think that's a Mrs. Sada's silks too.
Beta CMS. I mean, it doesn't feel like so. Well, I don't know. The only thing on here is this one tag. Yeah, you have a little baggie of it too. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that was
Well, it might be. I haven't ever used Mrs. Sadis. Trying to feel if it feels. Yeah, it might be. Maybe it's a little softer than cotton.
I would never bought that much of a fan. Yeah, Mrs. on the look it. Turn around. Turn the tag around. Mrs.
Yes.
No.
Is this their silk?
Yeah.
This is her
Yeah,
silk.
that's Mrs. Davis. SEDAS. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just didn't know if she did things other than silk.
No, and she might, but I've only ever bought silk from her. I have 2 different silks. I have a purple for the pandemic long dog that I've never done, which I do kind of want to do that one eventually, but I don't like the purple. I'm going to order a different, more dramatic color. But I like that color. I forgot I had picked that color for that.
Yeah, I think it'll be really pretty on this creamy.
Yeah, and it's going to be tiny, so it'll be really cute.
Really tiny. Hopefully I can manage it. I think I can.
It'll be like my hoity-toity.
I will probably mark this pattern, or I'll make a copy and I'll just mark it up as I go, kind of like Liddy was doing with her highlighter.
Yeah,
That's what I do with my dimensions, that big Valley of the Riverbeck. I mark it with a pencil as I go because I'm not going to reuse that pattern.
No, but that might be hard to mark up that pattern. You'd be better off doing a working copy that you mark up.
I'll use a working copy and mark it up. So that's the other haul I got was just the fabric for that.
Oh, that'll be really pretty. I totally forgotten about that piece.
It is really pretty. I've never done really a sampler like this.
Not quite like that. No.
Certainly not this big.
There's a lot going on, but it's fun because you got a lot of different little motifs. It's like the Jardin for days.
Well, like you put this is the reason it's Seasons of Friendship. There's like lots of little initials in for your like friends. So just add in your friends' initials in there.
Yeah. And it's got like, is there a lobster down there at the bottom?
Yeah, I think there is a lobster down there at the bottom.
Or yeah, I think it's a lobster.
That must be summer, right? Because there's an American flag and patriotic like stars and star and a what is that fit? Not starfish. Seahorse.
Seahorse, yeah.
And then over here, there's like a acorn and some squirrels, so that's got to be autumn. And then up here,
bunnies looks like spring, maybe.
Over here,
summer. Is spring the first one? Spring might be the first one. That one.
summer with the bunnies. I'm not sure.
I think that's spring, and then over is
And
summer,
with the bunnies and the. Well,
and
no,
then
but I thought
fall.
summer was where the flag and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, no, that's right, huh?
So fall, summer, fall, spring, and
Winter. Where's winter?
maybe winter with the reindeer here. Winter with the Christmas tree and the reindeer.
Oh yeah,
And then there's a couple snowflakes, kind of. So
and a
that's probably
bell. Yeah, there's a bell there.
this must be spring, winter, spring, winter, spring, summer, fall.
Maybe they just kind of mixed them up.
Yeah, I mean you could probably do them whichever
Yeah,
order.
it's cute though.
Well, you could only probably flip. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, you probably couldn't really switch them around too.
I would just, that'd make a lot of work.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to think if you could. I think it wouldn't be worth it.
Mhm.
I don't really care. Like I don't know why I would even.
No, no, I would just do it the way it's
So
printed.
that's kind of fun.
So are you getting ready to start that?
I think so, but I don't know. I have a lot of starts from you from Christmas, and I'm kind of in like I kind of have a little startitis right now, which is unusual for me.
You never have too many starts.
Well, yeah, I know. I just feel like I want to start all the things, which really isn't like me. Like usually I'm more reserved and careful about starting stuff, but I think I
Like
just
once a year I kind of get that way. Like
yeah,
I'm really trying to rein myself in this year though. But
yeah.
I've got like 50 more times more
You do have a lot more
starts
than
than
me.
you do. So you can
Yeah.
start some
I think
things.
maybe I was just feeling kind of bored with some of the big starts that I have that I like have had for a long time. Like my
Yeah.
Shores of Hawthorne Hollow. I should probably work on that more, but I'm kind of bored with it right now. Like, even though I
Oh,
really actually, if I think about working on it, I'm like, actually, I had just started that other square with the house, and I could probably plow through that. And
yeah.
it's a big
I
house.
know. I was feeling guilty about my neglected Hawk Run Hollows. Maybe next year I'll focus on those.
Yeah.
And my Quakers. I didn't really work on winter Quaker at all this winter.
You haven't worked on your Quakers.
But I'm going to get my spring out here today. I brought my winter up here and I'll try to get my spring going. But yeah, I think part of my winter Quaker problem is I really like what Carolyn did, but I didn't know about it soon enough. So the pattern, first of all, I'm doing it on a 32 count. So I have to separate the Valdanis. So because they're 3-stranded, I'm only using 2 strands. So number one, it's a thread management is a mess. Second of all, she splurged and used more of the white Valdani for all the crisscross snowflakes, and they pop better. I started doing some of the snowflakes with a
Yes, the metallic
blending filament. What was I thinking? That yeah. So those are probably going to get ripped out and redone because I'm
I bet
not
as soon as you
continuing
rip
that.
those out, I bet you'll feel motivation to work on it again next year.
Maybe. So I think, I'm weird that way. Like if all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I wish I'd done that. But I'm not starting that puppy over.
No,
I could take out all those little snowflakes and do what Carolyn did.
I
It's a
bet
lot.
you'd be happy if you did. Even if you
Or
need to be different.
I could do some of them.
Uh-huh.
They didn't all have metallics. Let me see. I have it right here. So that people can see what we're talking about. Hey, Carolyn, if you're watching, killing me, girl. So this is my Quaker. And so all of these little blops, you can't see very well, but they've got a metallic in them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of these. I'll show you here. I'll see if I can show you on the pattern. They don't really show up on here either, but maybe you can see. You can see them. There's just a lot of little, you can't really see them.
No, they're just so light. I mean,
But,
I can see,
let's see if I can.
but I can see them on yours.
Yeah, they're just, and there's some here, some up here.
Yeah.
There's not a ton. I mean, I could redo those, and I might just do that.
It'd be so cute with that blending filament, though.
Huh?
So cute with that blending filament, though. I think they pop out nicely with that.
They do. It's just
It's just a pain to work with.
it is such a pain to work with. And it's not, I didn't do all of them. Like I stopped. Like this little guy, he did not get no blending filament. It was mostly the little ones that were like 3 lines. But it's threading it. I have such a hard time threading it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's my biggest beef. But yeah, I don't know. Do I still even have it? I do still have it in here. I had high hopes. I have a couple different ones in here. Look, I have a gold.
Oh,
There's the white one.
pretty.
Oh, look, I have some fabric.
Oh, I wonder what that was for.
I wonder what this fabric is. I think I was going to do it on this, but it wasn't blue enough.
Uh-huh.
It's a nice piece of fabric. I wonder what it is.
Time to start something new.
I have a problem with that. Oh, nope. That's not telling. Oh, here it is. Nope. This is what I'm actually stitching it on. Dwarf.
Yes.
Carolyn, I'm really jealous that yours are all done.
She finished all her Quakers?
I think she finished all her Quakers last year. And I think they're framed. Disgusting, Carolyn.
They'll be done someday.
Mine just got flung across the room. Get out of my sight, stupid little filament.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I make some bad choices. I think I'm so talented and I'm going to be so fancy. And then I'm like, what the heck am I thinking?
Just wanted to enjoy the process.
You know, I used to not mind it. I used to use blending filaments.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah, they are hard to thread. They split. The needles are.
Yeah. I've tried to bend it, fold it in half. I've tried using it. I think I did have a needle threader that maybe helped. Anyway, I got to make some decisions. Oh, he didn't get put in there. Here, bye.
Throwing them across the room.
Get over there. Get off that bookshelf. I think winter's my least favorite one. Probably because I'm using a blending filament.
How would you feel if that wasn't the case?
Don't know.
Man, what are your plans this? You already
My
say
plans are, well, I'll tell you right now for sure what's going to get worked on is on my categories board. I'm going to be working on things of spring because I needed something with a worm. My tree piece because evergreens grow near bodies of water. Terry knot, which I didn't show. It's my Amish kit. It's my P. Buckley moss that you think have the big heads. Mm-hmm. I needed a body part, and they've got eyes that are looking at each other. So eyes. For something man-made, I'm bringing out floral etchings. Remember floral etchings like your fish? Because etchings are man-made. I already did my Advent salve for travel because Santa flies all over the world, including England. I tell you, I'm getting good at this.
So creative.
I know. And then I also used Christmas Eve as a celebration day, my Advent calendar, because Santa flies all over the world. And then I'm going to be working on my flowers and bees piece, the coneflower echinacea. For leisure, you'll like this because it's really not true. Enjoying outside environment, including forests, seasons of trees.
You're like the least outdoorsy person I know.
They don't know that. Let's see. For magical, mystical, and mythical, I'm going to be working on my Christmas elf fairy because fairies are also elves. For my...
I'll get approved.
Huh?
These all get approved?
Well, I didn't ask for approval. You just have to make your case.
Oh.
For the designer, I'm using Emily Call, and I'll either do my spring or work on the autumn piece. And for the pattern title, I'm using Easter Peep. So some of those are going to get worked on in the next 2 weeks. I think I had till the end of the month. And then I'm going to continue to work on my, I don't know, I just kind of, well, for sure, Seasons of Trees, because I really want to get that one done.
Yeah, and you're pretty close.
And I think I figured I have to do 2 squares a month for my Advent salve. So I've got one almost done already. And yeah, and I think we'll record again before the 21st. So I won't start this. If anybody else has this and wants to start along with me, let me know. I don't know what else I'm going to work on. I kind of just have a basket and I just kind of pull out. I work on the categories for at least an hour because there's no time limit on that game. And then if I want to keep working on it, I just keep working on it. And then you can double dip those stitches into your road trip. So I don't know, kind of whatever moves me. Oh, I am going to start the spring Jardin Privé.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna work a lot on that robin probably, and then
A lot.
I do kind of want to start this big sampler. I'll probably get like a 10 stitch start. I'll put it on there. And I should probably,
if you want to use it for travel pieces, you got to do 200.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Now that you got the fabric and you got that beautiful silk, what's stopping you?
Yeah, I've got that library, the library that I want to finish, or the bookshelf. I mean, the bookshelf.
Oh yeah, you're close.
I don't know. There's several things that I feel like, oh, I should probably just work on those. I did not make a magazine monthly board.
I haven't either.
I did last month, and I got almost all of it done, but I hadn't worked on my Haid. Just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of specific plans. Just I'm kind of in the stitch what I want when I want.
Which is what the group is that we're in. I kind of have all my ones that I really want to work on this year in a basket by my couch. But then I also once in a while pull it. Like I think I have to find something that's going to be spooky. So I'm going to bring out my Mirabilia
Halloween
queen, Halloween queen or whatever she is, because she's spooky looking. So things that I mean, I will bring those out eventually this year. Not everything is in the basket next to me, but
let's see.
Those are well, we're talking about plans. We kind of had a technical difficulty there in case it's choppy here.
Microphone. But
just stitch what you want when you want.
What I want. Work on what I want. Try and get a lot done. I have been stitching a lot. Are you reading anything fun right now?
Still reading my little
The Stars Wonder thing.
Yeah. We went and got library cards. So I went to a library for the first time in a long time, which I posted on Instagram was really sweet because my dad got a library card and he checked out a couple books, and he has been an avid reader ever since he retired. And I loved buying him books for Christmas and his birthdays. And when he moved in with us in June, he stopped reading. He just never read a book. He wouldn't pick up a book. He just didn't have any interest. I think life was just so up in the air. And then we got here in October, still didn't read. Read a magazine, likes the newspaper, magazines once in a while. But I just thought, I wonder if it's just not enjoyable anymore because he can't remember. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. And then he got a book for Christmas from one of the kids, and he started reading it and he finished it and he talked about it a lot with us. And it was kind of cute because I think he thought it was a nonfiction, like memoir of World War II. It was actually a fiction book. And after he was done reading it, I said, Dad, that was actually a fiction book. It's not true. Oh, okay. But now he's reading another one. He loves World War II books. So anyway, so he had already picked up a book that he had in his bedroom that he was reading. And then he picked out 2 World War II books at the library yesterday. So I picked out 2. I can't remember what they are right now. But I want to finish the Kindle one that I'm reading. What are you doing?
Someone's pouting.
Huh?
Someone's pouting.
Oh.
And I'm trying to send iMessages to go away and pout somewhere else.
Go away.
You don't need more time on your phone. Hi.
On her phone?
That's why we had technical difficulties, because the girls were requesting some more time. And so I get a notification on my computer if they're requesting increased time past the limit that we've set on it. And I tried to deal with it, but then it clicked away and the microphone got messed up and it ruined my Flosstube. And so now it's time for you to leave and
We
stop
were
fussing at me about it.
booth, and then they kept telling me to take more pictures of them, but I wanted pictures taken of myself because it was my turn. But they kept being like, do this, and then we ran out of time. And
I'm sorry, that
and they keep
doesn't
telling
sound
me
fair
do
for
it
you.
tomorrow, but
Is there screen time on their phone?
It's on the phone?
yes.
Yes, apparently. We have a limit on like how many hours they can use the camera or whatever. I don't even know. Jesse sent us the phone.
Okay.
Well, that's that. I'm not doing more screen time right now.
We should just take the limit away on the
Love you.
Love you. Bye. We're still talking. I'm reading a couple of interesting books. One is I'm actually listening to it. I am reading. This is a book. It's a big book. This is a book that Lydia is going to read kind of for school, and then she'll probably finish it in the summer. It's like my friend who read it, she said it's like the book that all students in Italy read in high school. It's like that book, like kind of in their English, well, it wouldn't be in English, in their literature. Man, if you're in Italy, you know, we take English. Do they take Italian and that means Italian literature? Have you ever thought about that? Like when you say, oh, I'm taking English, you're usually talking about literature and writing.
You probably do. Grammar.
Italian? What do they call it?
In Italian.
I'm taking German this semester. And it doesn't mean the study of a foreign language because it's your native. Anyways, this is interesting. And it is a really I had never even heard of this. It's called The Betrothed.
Never heard of it either.
But it is like, I would compare it to kind of like maybe like a Bronte or Les Miserables. Like it's sort of this sweeping grand story of this couple who they're like a little peasant couple and they just want to get married, and they're blocked from getting married because there's so much corruption that this corrupt baron spots the girl and sort of like wants to take her and kidnap her, and so then they have to flee, and so there's a sort of like they're running away, and it's actually easy. It's pretty easy to read. It's just like a really good story, maybe Dickens-y, but it's not as like, I don't think wordy as Dickens. But I would put it in sort of that class of book. So set in Lombardy during the Spanish occupation. Oh, I don't even think I put together that political thing. It's helpful to read the back of the book. At the late 1620s, The Betrothed tells the story of two young lovers, Renzo and Lucia, prevented from marrying by the petty tyrant Don Rodrigo, who desires Lucia for himself. Forced to flee, they are then cruelly separated, must face many dangers, including plague, famine, and imprisonment, and confront a variety of strange characters. The mysterious nun of Monza, the fiery father Cristoforo, and the sinister Unnamed, in their struggle to be reunited. A vigorous portrayal of enduring passion, The Betrothed's exploration of love, power, and faith presents a whirling panorama of 17th century Italian life and is one of the greatest European historical novels. So it's, if you like reading classics and you've never read this one, it's a translation, so it's not one we think of to pick up like classic.
Never even heard of it.
But there's a free version to listen to on that app, LibriVox. So I felt like I wasn't having enough reading time at night, and it's not like, I was just struggling to get through it. So I thought, I should just see if I can find an audiobook, because I wanted to read it ahead of Liddy, because I didn't know. I wasn't familiar with what I would be handing her.
Right.
So that's one of the things I'm reading. And the other thing I'm reading is also for one of her school books. We're doing a unit. It's not a unit study per se, but it's a history unit about basically African American history with a few African books thrown in, like other things. But this was in there. The curriculum is written by an African American homeschool mom, and so this book is called "They Came Before Columbus," and it's like exploring all of this data and information about African presence in South America I think South America, Central South America,
Mhm.
prior to Columbus, like that they had sailed on the current and that there was actually some presence of Africans here
Huh.
in the Americas as early as maybe the 1300s or
Hmm.
whatever. So that's interesting. It actually is really interesting
Mhm.
because he's basically making a case that they had come over here. So anyway,
Woo!
she's sort of reading that as a history and geography type
Yeah,
book because it's about the different areas of
right.
Africa.
Well, it's a little nothing for your
I'm
nothing
not
for your
really reading any. I'm not really reading any novels right now. Have I? Not really. I finished out The Outsider,
Mhm.
which I think I'd have finished. I think I finished that. No, maybe I
Mhm.
hadn't finished it yet last time we
No, you were still reading it because then you texted me. I forgot about the barn scene.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Finished that book. Stephen King. What else? Yeah. So I haven't really returned to any
Yeah,
other novels. I just haven't figured out what I want to read next. So I'm
yeah,
reading these for now, and
yeah,
if something catches me and pick it up.
yeah.
I was
I
thinking about I was reading the Hilary Mantel Bringing Up the Bodies. It's a sequel to Wolf Hall, but
mm,
I haven't gone back to that. But I do really
yeah.
want to pick that back up too.
There was the library had a free magazine they put out every month with kind of like I used to get a magazine called Bookmarks. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
they
yeah.
still publish it, but where it has like editor's picks and it reviews new books coming out. It's a little bit smaller than that, but it kind of it's got all kinds of sections of books, and I was kind of glancing through that while I was in the bathroom. It's my bathroom reading. And there were actually a couple books on there. I thought, oh, well, those might be kind of interesting. So I was going to circle those, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember where they are now, but if I ever get them, I'll talk about them here.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you want to do? We had talked about a few. I don't know. They're more past the stash than giveaways because they're not like brand new.
Right.
But
Yeah. So I had finished. Did I throw it on the floor? Oh, I
did it get chucked across the room?
no, she didn't get checked. Dahlia Ridge. And I am more than willing to pass this stash. You won't get the two little buttons, but you could certainly find little pumpkin buttons. They're just little wooden buttons. But I'm willing to pass this on. It's a heart and hand. Super easy. It does call for some fancy flosses, but I think it doesn't have a DMC conversion. I think it has. What did I use? I think it's a mixture. Oh, it has conversions. And that's the only real writing is that I circled a few.
Mm.
But otherwise it's in pretty good shape. So it's a little bent right there. But if anybody would like Dahlia Ridge,
And
let's
I
see.
have, since I'm done with this, I would love to pass it on. The pattern. I don't have the pattern up here with me because I just had the finish out of the thing. But the only thing is that it's a little bit worn, like maybe the edges are starting to kind of tear a little, but it doesn't impact the pattern. It's completely legible.
Mhm.
I don't think I marked on that pattern at all. So if you want Dahlia Ridge, why don't you just say Dahlia in your comment?
Mhm.
Maybe the
Yeah.
first person. I don't know. How do we usually do that when we just do pass the stash? Just the first comment, the kind of.
Or we can just draw.
We could just
Well,
draw. Yeah, we can just draw if there's more than one person who wants it. So leave the
yeah.
comment for Dahlia using the word Dahlia,
Yeah.
Dahlia, if you want to
Yeah.
get that. And if only one person wants it or nobody wants it, then no big deal. And
Yeah.
then for the one with the doves, use the word dove, and we'll just do the
Yeah.
same thing.
And Sharon,
Yeah,
Sharon Mann, I got your Instagram message. I do have Tiny Town. I am so sorry. It is ready to go. I just need to get to the post office, and I'm hoping that I have several things to mail out, so I just need to get them all ready to go. And I'm going to probably send my husband to the post office on Monday while I'm working. But I will mail it to your Florida address because you said you're there till Easter.
And I have a couple of things on my desk over there that I will be taking. So if you're waiting for things, I'm going to try to go on Monday on my way to town. It's on my like
Yeah.
specific, get that done this week.
Right. I'm just, yeah.
So,
I think, I remember when Carolyn Zook moved to her new house and she got way behind on giveaways, and she was so apologetic, and she said, yeah, I just, you know how did she put it? Just, the routine of going to a different post office. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. But I totally get it. Like, I don't know why I have this like block about going to this new post office.
Hmm.
I know where it is. It's not that far from my home, but it was just like so easy. And I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I don't have any desire to go to the post office.
uh,
But I don't know why.
interesting.
I've been there with Dad. It's two guys that work in there. It's a small satellite office. They're very friendly. I don't know. I think it's just not part of my regular routine.
Yeah.
And so
I think that's part of it for me, and part of like our library or our post office has really weird hours.
You have a horrible post office.
It's super weird, and it's the only one nearby really, and they have like hours till like 11. So basically they're open when I'm doing school with the girls, and then they close at lunch, and then they reopen, but by then I'm on to my afternoon tasks and then by the time but then they close again before we leave for things like ballet or whatever. So I have to like plan my whole day almost around this trip to the post office to mail
stuff. You need to find the post office.
Well, there are some in town, but I just like then I have to be organized. Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know. There's so many reasons I could do it, but I feel like it's just this mental block.
I know, it's like a mental
thing. Find it. I'd have to stand. The ones in town are going to be more like lines, and the ones here, I know where the package. I can just come in and say, hey, I need a package for this. What would be a good envelope or whatever? And she always helps me figure it out. So it's actually a nice experience when I do have the like right time window, but I just wish they were, or because I think what she does, I think like our postmaster, she probably is postmaster, even though she's postmaster. Our clerk / postmaster. I think she relieves another one nearby. She takes her lunch and then relieves them for their lunch. So ours is closed for like a 2.5 to 3 hour like gap in the middle of the day.
But nobody comes and relieves her when she takes her lunch?
Well, no, yeah. So I'm not sure that's what's happening, but I think that's I can't understand why it would be closed for 2.5 hours in the middle of the afternoon. Like,
yeah.
No. I should ask, why are you closed so long in the middle of the day? What's going on there?
Yeah, why this is so inconvenient. Can
we change that so that those of us who have time at lunch to get out the door and go?
I know. Yeah, that's the problem with one person working in an office. There's nobody to.
The other thing is, if I want to pair it with the trip to the library to pick up or drop off books, the library doesn't open till noon and it closes at 5. So there's this like tiny little window where like a really tiny window where I can go to the post office, and a little bit bigger window when I can go to the library. But if I go to the post office in the morning, the library is not open. But if I go, it's just like, so I'm always like, okay, I'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll figure it out tomorrow. But we end up usually just going to a library in town anyways, because in town already for stuff like, because we live about 40 minutes away from Yakima, which is a fairly decent sized town in central Washington.
Right.
But we don't live like right there, but we drive in almost every day of the week. So
think back to when the girls were little, you never left your house.
No, we didn't go to town more than like once or twice a week, which is so nice.
And I remember you always talk about, we got to go into town. We got to go to town.
2 and a 4-year-old, 40 minutes both ways to town, do our grocery shopping.
It was such a, oh yeah, we went to town. Now it's like, you're always in town.
We toyed with maybe selling and moving into town, but we're not gonna. We like our place.
Yeah.
Where we live.
Yeah.
So
that'd be a big change for you.
Yeah, we would not want to. We decided, no, we're not doing that. But we are in Yakima a lot, even though we live outside of it.
Not in Yakima. Yeah. Well.
So I should probably go start making pizza for dinner.
Yeah, I need to go. I gotta go tell Dad about Resident Alien.
Oh yeah, that's a new show we've been watching. It's really funny. Alan Tudyk, who's one of my favorite actors, he's just a really comedic actor. and he plays an alien who crash lands on Earth.
I was gonna see what it's streaming on.
Yeah, I can't remember. We're watching it on one of the platforms. But anyway.
Netflix.
Okay, it is a Netflix show.
Peacock,
It's a sci-fi
Hulu.
show.
Oh, it's like on 9 different platforms. Hulu, Peacock. I wonder if some of them you have to pay for.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not paying for it. I'm guessing.
Hulu, Prime.
Hmm.
That's a lot of platforms for one show. They're not. I wonder if that's wrong. Anyway,
We'll see if you can find it. It's funny.
I will. I got to clean up this mess of things that I threw across the floor.
Yeah, mine's all down here. Just thrown down here. Okay. Well, happy
Yeah.
March, everyone.
Yeah.
We're getting some spring weather where you are. And
Yeah. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe it's March.
no. I know. Okay. Thanks for
I'll have
watching.
to show you my September planner. Look, isn't that pretty?
Oh, that is pretty.
I love her.
That is pretty.
Here's my March page.
That's really cute too.
I know. Katie Daisy. Okay, I guess we better go. We love you all. Happy stitching.
Happy stitching. Bye-bye.
Bye.